Scott, I imagine you're fairly eager to get on a coach, stay over in a hotel, get up the following morning and actually play a game of football rather than coming straight back home.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. It seems like we've done that without playing football a couple of times now, obviously, and been very frustrating. So, yeah, I don't think there's any storms this coming weekend. So let's hope we get there and prepare and get a game.
Like you say, it does feel like a really long time. I think it's October the 26th, and that trip to Grimsby, I think, was probably the last time that we actually saw a game of football away from home. With such a long run at home, we always talk about home form and away form. But away form was looking really, really good, wasn't it? You must be looking to continue that and also to get back to winning ways, of course.
Yeah, our own form's been good. I think we're certainly before Saturday's result, we were top of the division for home form. Away form's been good as well, but we've not played loads. So that's been obviously frustrating with the two cancelled. But like I say, we want to get to Newport, settle into the hotel, prepare as normal, get up and play a game of football, and hopefully keep that away form, good. So yeah, that's definitely on our radar. But yeah, I think in since I've been here, I think I've been in charge of 11 games and we've done extremely well. So home or away, whatever it may be.
Obviously, with the result at the weekend, how do you look at those? Given that it brought the winning run to an end, but at the same time, I thought you played really, really well, and it's probably just a bump in the road.
I think we have to look at the process of what we're trying to do, and I think that we have to go after performances. Performances will kind of dictate results in the long run. So I would say if we was to play that game 100 times again, we'd probably win it 99. On reflection, we spoke about not creating loads, but we did actually create on second watch probably more than I realised. We certainly should have scored in the game, which is unlike us. We did create enough to win it, and there was a couple, probably 3 chances when I reflect back. One where Stephen Wern went through, didn't get a shot, so it wouldn't register as a shot or wouldn't register on XG, but big chance. There was one where Pritchard whipped it in near post first half. Scott Hogan got across the keeper, again failed to get a touch on the ball, so again wouldn't register as XG or a shot. And obviously the goalmouth scramble at the end wouldn't even register as a shot because it wasn't a shot, it was kind of a scramble again, but a big chance in the game. So there's 3 opportunities for us to put the ball in the net that I can remember that didn't even register. So in actual fact, we did do enough. We just couldn't get it over the line, which, like I say, is unlike us. I debriefed the game early part of the week with the playing squad and was full of praise because I thought it was an excellent performance, probably the best performance since I've been here, which is crazy to think that we lose the game. But that is football. It sometimes can kick you in the teeth like that. It's fine margins always in football. It's a low-scoring sport. Sometimes it swings your way, sometimes it swings the other. All I do know is the process is, if we play like that, we will win more than we lose. So we have to champion that. We have to support that. And there's no room for negativity after that performance, in my opinion.
Certainly from, when we speak to the players, your drive and your determination seems to rub off on them. And I imagine that that's probably how they've approached this week as well, is that Saturday, performance-wise, was fine. But they've then got to make the steps and got to bounce back on Saturday.
Yeah, I think players respond to a pathway. I think if you give them a clear pathway and you give them something, that the reason why we're here every day working so hard is because of promotion. That is kind of the aim, and the pathway has to be really clear for them to see that, which I try and do as well as I can every day. And if the players see that that's what we're trying to achieve, and we talk about it a lot, and the pathway is quite clear about how we're going to get there, then I think the players will respond in a positive manner. rather than a negative manner. And sometimes losses can put a bit of negativity in the camp. But if the process is right whilst losing, then we have to kind of respond in a positive manner. I feel as if Saturday's game is kind of one of them games where we performed so well. We did everything that we were supposed to do, apart from probably a little bit of technique in front of goal or mistimed header or whatever it may be. We just didn't get that last bit right. But we've got to kind of really support what we're doing, because, like I say, if we play like that throughout the season, we will win more than we lose, and that is the process. And yeah, there has to be a drive from me, and sometimes there will be times when I drag them over the line, but that's my job. But my job is also to give them a clear pathway of what we're trying to achieve, and also, support that every day that we're in work, and that's kind of what we do as staff.
And how have they been this week? They must have been, like I say, they must have been chomping at the bit to get back out there.
Yeah, I think the atmosphere's been good, because I think that they know the performance was good, and certainly after the debrief meeting that I had early part of the week with the players, everything was positive, and they've trained well again. It's been a good week in training, and everybody's trained really well. And yeah, they just know that we've got to get back on the horse really quickly in terms of winning.
How are MJ Williams and Joe Tomlinson? They've both been, I suppose, the bigger injury concerns of late.
Yeah, both back into full-time training now, so pretty much everybody is. I think Jonathan Lecco is probably the only one that's kind of modified with bits that he's doing, but everybody else is not far away from being full fit now, so I've got a full fit squad to think of.
That being said, the team kind of picking itself at the minute because of that performance on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think there needs to be many changes, if any. I think the team are performing really well, whilst the players who are not getting as many minutes is frustrating for them. Football can change really quickly, as you know. I say to them all the time, be ready, especially over this period. We've got games coming thick and fast. There's bound to be one or two injuries. There's bound to be kind of an area where I might need to freshen it, where certain individuals might not be able to do, 2 games in the space of 3 or 4 days. So something that I've got to think of, but be ready. Everybody's got to be ready. It's frustrating not to play. I understand we've got a big squad. We've got some really good players within the squad. But like I say, the team are performing excellently at the moment, and we've been winning. I know Saturday we didn't, but we have. We've just won the last 6 before that. And really speaking, Saturday was probably arguably the best performance out of all of them. So does there need to be loads of changes? Of course not. Maybe there might be a change on the bench. That's a decision I've got to make between now and kick-off.
A player who I think a lot of people have been really impressed by of late is Scott Hogan. His work rate is relentless, isn't it? There's no signs of rustiness from missing out on pre-season or anything like that. Certainly from where we're watching, you probably know maybe more of the finer details. But I think he's been a really, really strong player for you since he's arrived. He's
been excellent. His work ethic's incredible on a match day. The way he presses the keeper, the way he presses the defenders. He's not just a goal-scoring striker. He will create goals as well. He's created a lot of goals already this season. He's served Gilby, he's served Ellis. Served some big goals for us, and he's been fantastic. He's great in the dressing room. He's been unbelievable. So he's a big player for us, and long may that continue.
It could be easy for him to come in with a bit of an ego, couldn't it? Given that he's played in the Championship for a long time in his career, but it looks like he's just settled straight in and is one of the guys with them.
Yeah, he's not come with any ego at all. If anything, he's come and helped the players, with his experience, and that's what we wanted from him, and he's been brilliant. He's been great around the group. He's been involved in team meetings. He speaks out. Really like him. I think he's a good character. And he's been good for us. And I think he's enjoyed it. If you ask him, I think you'll find that he's enjoyed it. He's enjoyed his time. I think he's actually been surprised at how well the group have done. Obviously, coming from a higher standard. But yeah, I'm really enjoying working with Scotty, and like I say, let's hope he bags a few more goals between now and the end of the season and creates a few more goals, because up to now he's created goals out of nothing, you know.
He squared it across to him, didn't he?
Yeah, but it come out of nothing. He ran in the corner. It was a goal created out of nothing, and bumped his man. I think it might have been Cheltenham, maybe. Bumped his man.
Yeah. Played
the ball across and Gilb scored, but it was out of nothing, you know, and he just creates out of nothing. Ellis Harrison scored a goal from him just squaring it. It was like he could have shot himself and squared it across. Those moments he got in on Saturday where, you know, he's worked extremely hard and got in, and you know, there's a couple of chances on Saturday, but yeah, he's been fantastic for us.
What do you expect from Newport then, a team that been draw specialists of late, for sure?
Yeah, draw specialists, but I think before that, you know, kind of indifferent with their results. Real clear identity, really clear. You know, they play, they pass it. The coach has got them playing some really good football. They want to have the ball, they want to have possession, they want to build the play through the thirds. So yeah, a real clear one for me. I think a good side, you know, that have probably not picked up the results that maybe their performances deserve.
And it's, you know, Christmas football, I suppose, kicks off on Saturday, doesn't it? These games come thick and fast. It's a period of football that all the fans certainly look forward to. Do you look forward to it as a manager as well?
It's busy, you know. It is a bit busy period for certainly for a manager, because we're obviously prepping for the next game, and then once that's out of the way, you're literally getting ready for the next one after that, and it's a continuation really. So there won't be any days off for me. You know, it'll be full on, and of course we've got to make sure that we pick the right team for each game, and make sure that we get through this period with some real hard earned points on the board, because I think usually you come out the Christmas period and you've got a good measure of what the league should look like. We want to be in and around it still, so these games are important to us.
Awesome, thanks, Scott.